Les Chatburn Books, ce sont ces livres dont on a entendu parler et qu'il faudrait sans doute lire si on ne l'a pas encore fait. Ces livres qui nous sont transmis par toute notre culture, par toutes les cultures. Le Chatburn sur un bateau, sur un navire, c'est ce bel appareil de transmission par lequel le capitaine envoie des instructions très claires, non ambiguës, à ses mécaniciens pour leur permettre, en tout cas, de ne commettre jamais d'erreur, afin de garder le cap, le bon cap. Les livres de Chatburn, ce sont toujours ces livres qui sont présents à nos côtés. C'est notre patrimoine littéraire, celui qui nous permet de savoir où l'on va en sachant d'où l'on vient. Collectionner des indices, des preuves matérielles, afin d'infirmer ou de confirmer les narrations des témoins et des suspects pour résoudre des crimes. Telle est la méthode, la première méthode, instituée par Sherlock Holmes et narrée par son compagnon, le docteur Watson, dans une étude en rouge. Cette étude en rouge, c'est le Chatburn Book d'aujourd'hui. Un extrait nous est lu. C'est un extrait qui concerne très directement les propos du docteur Watson. Cet extrait nous est lu par Linda Watson, en anglais.
From A Study in Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Chapter 2. The Science of Deduction. Holmes was certainly not a difficult man to live with. He was quiet in his ways, and his habits were regular. Nothing could exceed his energy when the working fit was upon him, but now and again a reaction would seize him, and for days on end he would lie upon the sofa in the sitting-room, hardly uttering a word or moving a muscle from morning to night. On these occasions I have noticed such a dreamy, vacant expression in his eyes that I might have suspected him of being addicted to the use of some narcotic, had not the temperance and cleanliness of his whole life forbidden such a notion. His zeal for certain studies was remarkable, and within eccentric limits his knowledge was so extraordinarily ample and minute that his observations have fairly astounded me. His ignorance was as remarkable as his knowledge. Of contemporary literature, philosophy, and politics, he appeared to know next to nothing. My surprise reached a climax when I found that he was ignorant of the Copernican theory and of the composition of the solar system. That any civilized human being in this 19th century should not be aware that the Earth travelled round the Sun appeared to me to be such an extraordinary fact that I could hardly realise it. "You appear to be astonished," he said, smiling at my expression of surprise. "Now that I do know it, I shall do my best to forget it." To forget it? "You see," he explained, "I consider that a man's brain originally is like a little empty attic, and you have to stock it with such furniture as you choose. It is a mistake to think that that little room has elastic walls and can distend to any extent. Depend upon it, there comes a time when for every addition of knowledge you forget something that you knew before. It is of the highest importance, therefore, not to have useless facts elbowing out the useful ones." But the solar system," I protested. "Oh, what the deuce is it to me?" he interrupted impatiently. "You say that we go round the sun. If we went round the moon, it would not make a pennyworth of difference to me or to my work." I pondered over our short conversation and endeavoured to draw my deductions from it. He said that he would acquire no knowledge which did not bear upon his object. Therefore, all the knowledge which he possessed was such as would be useful to him. I enumerated in my own mind all the various points upon which he had shown me that he was exceptionally well informed. I even took a pencil and jotted them down. I could not help smiling at the document when I had completed it. It ran this way: Sherlock Holmes, his limits. 1. Knowledge of literature, nil. 2. Knowledge of philosophy, nil. 3. Knowledge of astronomy, nil. 4. Knowledge of politics, feeble. 5. Knowledge of botany, variable. Well up in belladonna, opium and poisons generally. Knows nothing of practical gardening. 6. Knowledge of geology, practical but limited. Tells at a glance different soils from each other. After walks has shown me splashes upon his trousers and told me by their colour and consistence in what part of London he had received them. 7. Knowledge of chemistry, profound. 8. Knowledge of anatomy, accurate but unsystematic. 9. Knowledge of sensational literature, immense. He appears to know every detail of every horror perpetrated in the century. 10. Plays the violin well. 11. Is an expert single-stick player, boxer and swordsman. 12. Has a good practical knowledge of British law. When I had got so far in my list, I threw it into the fire in despair.